Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Club 520 in the morning. I'm host DJ Wills, Young Nacho, Young Chi, Young Bishop B. Hen. Everybody showed up their work today. Pull up the drag. What's up, everybody? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the Road 10K Shops. All right, let's get into housekeeping notes. What's happening to Black people in DC is disgusting. Second thing is Ryan Howard scoring 9 points back-to-back threes in 30 seconds was the coolest thing that I've seen in basketball in a minute. The Las Vegas Aces, they turned back the clock like randomly, specifically Chelsea Gray and Jewel Lloyd tonight. They decided to play like how they used to play last year. Shouts out to Jackie Young becoming the youngest or the most winningest 27-year-old in WNBA history. Emma Mieseman is legit. She's legit. And shouts out to the Golden State Valkyries as well. Did they win? Did the Valkyries win? Let me look. They did win. The Valkyries going to make the playoffs, bro. They're going to make the playoffs in their first year of existing, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, wow. They're not even just like an 8th seed either. They're the 7th seed. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, they're the 7th seed, dude. They're a whole game up on Seattle, too. Seattle's under 500. That's ridiculous. Too much talent for that. And you guys see they're tied with LA, but they have the tiebreaker over them. And then Washington's slipping out. So it's looking like the lottery solidified at least. Top 4. And then LA is kind of fighting. They have a chance because they done won like 8 in a row, something like that. Anyways, let's get into the stream, man. Dr. Umar. I done had a whole back and forth with my friend who has always told us that he is a scammer and the school doesn't exist and it's never opening. And he said, I told y'all I'm never wrong. I'm just early. I still stood on what I said of Umar still makes good points. And we had a whole back and forth about it. He said, my problem with Umar isn't about what he says. I go by off what you do. And he hasn't done any community events, anything like a back to school drive or, feeding the homeless or something like that. Everything he's done has just been speaking. And that's his take. My take is Umar has said a lot of smart things, and I do feel like there is value in intellectual property, and he's given us plenty of it, mixed in with some humor, and I think he is a good public speaker. But he just says a lot of good stuff. Like, you can tell he's researching. He's just a smart dude. So that's why I rock with Umar, regardless of everything else. But with that being said, this is Umar confirming that the school will, in fact, indeed be auctioned off in 15 days. We saw the TikToker say that it was going to be auctioned off in 20 days a few days ago. So, yeah, now Umar is confirming it himself.
Campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that
YouTubians are active right now.
If we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs. They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail. We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle. Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paper.
Oh man. It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's tough. When the school website went down, and then the accounts froze, and then now this is tough. Oh well, no, I think it really started with someone broke into the school, vandalized the school, and he blamed it on the little kids running around. Then the accounts froze. Then what was it after that? The accounts froze. Then the auctioned off. It's really tough. It's really tough to keep defending, but like I said, I rock with Umar as a speaker. He still makes good points, everything like that. I don't agree with everything he says. I did get the jab and the booster, everything like that. Nothing wrong has happened to me, anything like that. It's a few things I just don't agree with that he says. However, he does make good points. And I keep saying that because I want Umar, like, if Umar runs past this, I ain't no hating dude. Obviously, we met multiple times, and he's a friend of the channel. He spoke on the channel, everything like that. So I'll forever have respect for him on that front. However, just reporting it from a kind of outsider's point of view of what it looks like, the perception of it, it don't look good, man. It doesn't look good. And it's looking like he's making all the haters, all the people, all the skeptics, everybody who's called them a scammer and everything, all the names that they've thrown under him, under the sun for the past so years. It looks like he's just proving them right here. And another thing I want to say is with the school. Oh, yeah. It's crazy how, like, accountability, right? So, like, this morning we watched the Sha'Carri Richardson joint, right? Where she wasn't being accountable for her actions. She pushed Christian, everything like that. She talking about, I got videos on my phone of him pushing me. Well, they got surveillance video in the airport where you are right now, where you're getting arrested for pushing him in a public place, in an airport of all places. Like, like I said, you can't sneeze on someone in the airport without getting on a no-fly list. Like, that's crazy. So if we're going to take that approach with everybody else on the outside, people who I've not met, people who I'm not connected to, even though I know people who know Sha'Carri, obviously. But if I'm going to take that approach, I got to take that approach everywhere. So, Dr. Umar, you have to, at some point, you have to hold yourself accountable, bro. You weren't paying your bills, bro. That's what you said. And you're mad that you didn't get the right notifications or warnings that they were about to, you know what I'm saying, seize the property, you know what I'm saying, and auction it off. You're not even, you know what I'm saying, like you're mad about that. You wouldn't even be in that position if you just paid your bills on time. And I know you was getting enough money for it because you're the most popular dude on the, you know what I'm saying? Like in the Pan-Africanism space, in the black freedom, black power space, you are the most popular, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the number one most requested black scholar in the world. So I know you had the money to pay all your bills, bro. Like I know it for a fact. And FDMG donations, gift donations, all those lives and memes and Breakfast Club appearances. Like Umar is so lit and has been so lit, especially on the internet since 2020. He has the money, and his company FDMG Academy Incorporated, they had the money to pay whatever bills they needed to be paying for the past so and so years. So that's not an excuse I could go for. And then getting mad at them when you get caught up in the auction, it just makes, like I said, all the haters look right. It does. It's not a good look. And like I said, I still rock with Umar just for like the way he speaks and his knowledge and stuff like that. And I know people hate when I say that, but I'm not gonna switch up. Like I'm not about to switch up. You know what I'm saying? If I was liking what someone was saying, and you know what I'm saying, and their lectures and everything like that before, you know, this thing, I'm not gonna flip and switch up on them right now just because, you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's weird, bro. I think that's weird and fake. So however though, I do have to say this. At the same time, while we holding him accountable, hold him into the fire, everything like that, being unbiased and looking from an outsider's perspective, Dr. Umar, if you scammed your own people with a school and helping children and the next generation as a school psychologist, as a you know what I'm saying, therapist, everything like that, if you scammed your own people on the basis of I'm trying to help the next generation out, I ain't gonna lie, you might be the scum of the earth, bro. You might just, morally speaking, you might just be the scum of the earth, dog. To scam your own people and disguise it as I'm helping my people, I love my people, I'm all about my people, I'm rooting for my people, I'm for the advancement of my people. And to disguise that as please help me help the next generation of our people. It all starts in school. It all starts with the next generation. You develop a whole plan. You say you're going to develop this school, this curriculum, all of these things. You had a full website with the whole curriculum, everything like that. You bought 2 big old buildings, painted them, everything like that. If you went through all of that just to keep your scam going and your fake stuff going for the sake of the facade of give me money, I'm sending it to the children and the next generation, and you're using it for your personal gain, you might just be the scum of the earth. You might just be top 5 worst black people ever. Like there's this thing, right, in the Bible of God doesn't even really, you know what I'm saying? He don't really hate. Well, God don't hate anybody. He loves everybody. But God isn't more annoyed with the people who are sinners and, you know, just crazy out there, right? Right. He's not mad or agitated. Agitated is a good word. At the sinners who are just out there, who have never heard of him, never been exposed to the word, anything like that. What God is agitated with are the people who, what they say, God, I cast demons out in your name. I studied your word. I prayed. I proclaimed you to be my Lord and Savior. I this and that. And what did he say? Depart from me, for I never knew you. God is more fed up and agitated with the people who claimed to have been living a righteous, narrow path life, a Christian life, style, faith-based lifestyle, God-first lifestyle. And the way they're actually living is the exact kind of opposite. He's more upset with those people who are faking it as opposed to the people who are just all out sinners. This is what I'm doing. We getting, you know what I'm saying? We getting money. This is who I am. I'm sorry. I'm just not no church kid. You know what I'm saying? All those people, right? So for you to disguise yourself and present yourself to the world as someone who is for Black people and this and that, and that, when the whole time the largest part of this entire kind of act is hiding behind the guise of I'm gonna build a school to the next generation, and it never existed, and you never had plans to actually open it, it's heartbreaking. That's another reason why I want to believe you so bad, bro. And I know comments going, oh no, you stupid, other than that. Whatever. I get it. You can't tell me nothing that one of my closest friends telling me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there it is. But I'm holding on to hope for so long, and I believe so many other followers and so many other people feel this way because we rock with Umar. Like we support Umar. Like when everybody else, when even DL Hughley and everybody was, saying crazy stuff about Umar and talking down on him, everything like that, going viral off of, we were still holding on, staying 10 toes down for Dr. Umar Johnson. Everybody told us he was a scammer. He a scammer. He a scammer. Y'all can't see that. He on this. He on that. He. Hey, man, we rocking with Umar. We rocking with Umar. All these years of defending you, of people calling you out and this and that, when the ship gets rocky, you going to hold on. We've been holding on, dog. If you never had plans, and we might never know, it might just be between him and the Lord who actually knows 100% what's going on. But if you didn't ever plan to fully open this school, bro, and now you lost the building, so there is no school to even open, unless you do an online curriculum, online school. I don't know what you know what I'm saying. Then I would be heartbroken, bro. I would be so heartbroken and disappointed. And like I said, you have to be top 5 worst Black people of all time, because you built an entire platform on being all for Black people as a Pan-Africanist. So it's just like, dang, you sold everybody a dream, bro. Like you Michael Scott. You Michael Scott with the laptop batteries, bro. So I'm like, if I'm Umar, bro, the only way you can come back from this, in my eyes, I remember Umar said he was going to throw, a field day, kind of like a whole day of celebration, right, for the kids once the school opened. Like, they were going to do a whole festival and everything like that. Did they ever do it? FDMG Festival? FDMG Festival. Let me see. Did he ever FDMG Fest? Okay, so he did do it. FDMG Fest. It was the 2nd annual. Let me see if I can see any pictures from it. Oh, here it is right here. FDMG Fest. FDMG history. Let me see. All right, so you see a bunch of people. Did he have food? Oh, yeah. Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. He was out there. I ain't gonna lie, Umar. I was nervous, bro. I was nervous, dog. I was nervous, bro. This is the Umar experience, I feel like, by the way. Oh, no. He actually did it. He did it. I'm not gonna lie, he did it, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He did it. Bro. All right. See, we looking at it right now.
You gotta come down. You got plenty of time.
He said because I'm, what I'm saying, I'm talking to my boy. He ain't did nothing. He ain't did no back to school drive. He ain't did no this and that. And I was like, I remember he kept saying he was going to do the FDMG Fest at the school and do this and do that and do that. He kept saying he was going to do that, and he never did it. And because the school wouldn't open. But I remember he said we're gonna do the FDMG Fest. Mama Ruby's bookshelf, so you have books there and everything like that. Dr. Mark Lamont Hill in the building, man. Shouts out to Doc. Come on, bro. Like, see, man. He did the fest. He did the fest and everything like that. So he hosted that. But still, where is he gonna host it now? I'm trying to process. It's a lot to process, as you can imagine. I know some people, it's not difficult. Here's a scammer. But like, nah, bro, like, it's a lot to process, bro. It's a lot to process. It's a lot going on, especially among all the people that are saying, "Oh, he's a scammer. He's a scammer. He does that." I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, I hope, like, bro, can't. Like, he just say too many. But yeah. For Umar, bro, like he has to do something. Like, he has to do, like, I don't know, like a monthly thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a monthly thing just for kids. Say he does a monthly thing just for kids, and he does it for free, where he's just speaking to kids. Hey, children, this and that, da. Did you know that you're black? Did you know that you're, you know what I'm saying? If he does that once a month for free, and you know what I'm saying, he like, hey, black, you know, he gets on the live. We need people to cater the event, you know. I need fly black-owned restaurants in the Delaware area, or who can drive to Delaware, you know, to accompany here, and, you know, feed these kids. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have lunch. We're going to do this every Saturday in this parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere. I feel like if Umar did that, bro, that would turn his PR around like 180, dog. If he did something like that on a month-to-month basis. Because then it'll be like, okay, the school isn't open. You know, they took the building. The school had a major setback. You know, he kept pushing it back for 6 years, 6.5 years, everything like that. However, he does this every single month for the black youth. And he's not just speaking on a tour where he's getting paid and everything like that, and he's doing his job as a public speaker, but he's giving back for free to the kids. Because I know he does events for like little to no money. Some events for little to no money, just for the sake of loving black people. And then, you know, he'll sell his merch, and I assume that's where he gets most of his money. It's like the book, which I have, t-shirt. I have one of the t-shirts and stuff like that. So all that stuff, bro. Yeah. But I think he definitely needs a PR 180, dog. He needs a PR 180. Because losing the school after the frozen accounts, after saying my school is broken into, it's just been a bad run for him. I'm not going to lie. It's been a bad summer for him, PR-wise. I feel like he can turn it around, but he has to do things genuine. He has to do things, you know what I'm saying, just giving back, bro. Just pure. That, yeah, it's something. You know what I mean? All right. I'm speaking in circles now. It's been 23 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next, we're moving on to the Connecticut Sun. There's an update in the sale of the Connecticut Sun. So here we go. Per Annie Casabell, the Celtics minority owner, Steve Pagula, has stalled because Commissioner Engelbert never presented it to the WNBA Board of Governors. Former Bucks co-owner Mark Larcy matched Pagula's $325 million offer, and he wants to move the team to Hartford, Connecticut. Ooh. Houston is the WNBA's preferred landing spot for the Sun. Well, you can't just do that. And WNBA will do a favor for a deal for Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta. That's a dictatorship. Am I tweaking? Let them move to Hartford. Connecticut Sun have legit fans. They sell out their season tickets every year. Let them stay in Connecticut and just bring back the Houston Comets. I looked it up. Remember, I looked it up, and it was like an hour and a half drive from Boston to the part of Connecticut they're at. No, Boston needs a team. They already have LA and Chicago and New York. Boston can get their own team. Nah, they need one by next year. Connecticut can wait until 2031. Why do they need one by next year? Because Boston is a huge market and it's an opportunity for the league to show its growth. Sell out 3K. ... Great. Majority of WNBA teams do not sell out their season tickets. Connecticut for years always have. They have a legit fan base unlike some teams. I agree, Connecticut. But isn't that like if y'all close, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, y'all close. Why are they so against moving a team to Hartford or staying in general? In Connecticut, it doesn't make sense. Compromise to Hartford comments. That's funny. Not a serious organization. Houston didn't match the 250 offer and lost out to Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. So it's hard to believe that they will now pay $325 million plus the relocation fees. Well, that's what she said. She'll do a favor for them. Exactly. This story is BS. Because, nice to see a smart guy in the comments for us for once. Please bring him back to Houston. What an issue. Joke of a lead. Listen, y'all need to figure this out and free those ladies from the YMCA gym. Yikes. Exactly. The players deserve respect. They need to be treated as professionals. The league preferring to abandon and portray the Connecticut bias-based fans is so gross. Our fans made this team one of the first ever profitable teams in the league. We've been here for 20 years, but it's the rush to remove the history. At the very least, preserve the New England history with Boston. Sounds like this was a plan all along by Kathy. She wanted them to go to Houston. That's why they didn't pick them for an expansion team, so they couldn't get to Houston sooner. So they could get to Houston sooner. Why would the WNBA want another team in Texas? Dang, did you just start watching the WNBA? The Houston Comets is the Houston Comets. What are you talking about, bro? This league will never advance until Engelbert is out of here, taking 2 giant steps backwards until there's a step forward. There was already a team in Houston that went bankrupt. There's a team in Dallas already now. So what are we talking about here? Can what Kathy did not presenting offer to the board be considered antitrust practices? Let them go to Boston FS. Sorry, I ain't even mean. I was just reading. FA commissioner don't nobody want to see Connecticut versus LA. We want LA versus Boston in the WNBA. That's funny. Facts. Now let's be clear about the relocation fee instead of what the players want. Is that not malpractice on Kathy's part? Facts. It's a dictatorship, bro. Shaking my head. Why move them to Houston? I'm so tired. It's an inside job. That team should be in Boston. Why is this not considered malpractice? All right. Not having a team in New England is egregious. 2 teams in Texas. Why? They barely fill the Dallas arena. How's Houston going to do any better? Houston, please make it happen. Houston is needed. No thanks to Hartford. Dang. Smells like extortion. Look at Marina. Kathy's leadership could use some leveling up. Level up. Houston, all caps. Anything about Stewie. That's funny. Come to Alabama, all caps. They definitely not bringing a team to Alabama. They'll go to Tennessee first for Alabama. Yes, bring back the comments. WNBA is so dumb. Okay, all right, bro. Keep the team in Connecticut and make Gino part owner and coach. Problem solved. Gino not retiring for that. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. That's suspicious. All right, next thing. I was gonna read the full story, but I think I'm good here, bro. I think I'm good here, to be honest. Shout out to Annie Costabel, though. Okay, this is the AC clapback. So Alicia Clark, she has clapped back at the report of Christian. Christian deleted it? He deleted it? Okay, hold on. Let me switch my camera. Let me have my swag. He deleted it, bro. I made a face. Let me make the. He deleted it. Christian deleted his story. He deleted his report. He did a report, and then he wrote it. He wrote a story on a report, and it was a big deal. But then, like AC, she like tripled down on it not being true. She highlighted Kareem Copeland's reporting. She said, wanted to play and be utilized. Clark appreciated Seattle for making it happen because they didn't have to. Clark said the decision was hard for her with the history of Seattle, but she had to separate emotion from the business. She's at peace and she's happy. So she posted that. This is a PR to cause that report. You're saying AC is running PR for a former team? Huh? Yes, as odd as it seems stupid. Welcome to the WBA. Yikes. Yeah. I don't know, man. Hold on. People don't want to admit it, but Texas loves and supports their sports teams. That's why they have more professional sports teams than any other state. It's a lot of people in there. Like, Texas is just a big state, bro. and it's Houston. It's Houston. It's the Houston Comets. Like when someone was like, why would you have the Houston Comets? I'm like, do you know anything about basketball? It's a legendary franchise. Now with this AC thing, though, why did Christian delete his report? Did he not believe it? Like, did someone tell him at the game tonight, hey, don't do that? And here's another one where it was Who reposted it? I think Erica Wheeler, she reposted it. A clip of Erica Wheeler posted last night after the rumors talking about how Noel is coaching them through this tough stretch, why she chose Seattle, like by Alicia Clark. Still no proof of the BS in that article. And she was just saying, I don't know what everybody else talking on the outside. We good on the inside. We all work together. I talked to multiple people before I came to Seattle. That's why I came to Seattle. And I don't know what they talking about with all the drama and stuff like that. Shout out to Ari Chambers as well. Should be a friend of the channel. Maybe in 2026. Jeez Louise, bro. Whenever Ari's not working her 80 jobs and she can stop by the channel for 2 minutes and say, what's up, Rashad? Like, I appreciate that, Ari. Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good season. I hope all is well this year. I hope you're having a good 2025. Side note. But yeah. It's interesting. And it was like by AC. So that's just, I don't know. It was an interesting thing to see, like, Christian kind of like back down from his reporting but they tried this, like I said, last offseason with the independent reporter who wrote the entire thing on her Substack about how Jewel Lloyd was upset that she wasn't getting the 20 points a game to get the bonus or whatever and things of that sort. And she felt like Noel was against her. And she had run-ins with Skylar Diggins-Smith, or who she was Skylar Diggins-Smith at the time, Skylar Diggins now. She had a bunch of run-ins with Skylar Diggins and this and that. It was just frustrating for her. And then Jay Lee English, the agent for I think it was Sky. I know she's the agent. She used to be the agent for Asia Wilson. I'm not sure if she still is. But yeah, she was like, this is a lie. You call this journalism. This isn't true. You just made this up. Who are your sources? You know, and then it turned out to be true, like that Sky and and Joe Lloyd has some static and everything like that. Or it appeared to seem to be true based off of like Instagram captions, and y'all don't know the full story, all that. It seemed like there was some friction there. So I thought this was going to be another one of those situations. It all fell in line with everything else that we've heard about Seattle and that locker room for the past year. So it made sense to me. The reporting made sense, but Christian not standing on it and deleting it is crazy. Like, did he address why he deleted it? Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up in another tab real quick. His page. All right, he's here, right here. Let's see what Christian said. He still has a story up, but he deleted the tweet that's like the story's coming up. So what is it? Like, what are we doing? What's going on? Sorry, I respect you. I follow you, but you really say nothing. It seems like this article is made up of the same click for your new media page. AC should have stayed in Vegas. Player-led teams are the most common traits of a championship-level team. Coaches stay out of locker room stuff. What does this even mean? Incidents did not always involve Clark, but some instances that were mainly rooted in our lack of production. They're grown, resolve, or move on. If you think Jewel requested a trade from a franchise that was all hers, was going to be built around her just for the heck of it, you're a fool. Seattle has some issues, and it starts from the top. I don't care. Soulja was right. Lee and Clark wanted out too. I remember that. Yeah. I said that last night. I was like, didn't Lee? She said something like about the. I remember that because I think Lee might have said like Lexi Brown was making fun of her. Now I don't want to just throw out stuff because I already done received one cease and desist this week. Man, boy, what? Allegedly, reportedly. I don't know. But I thought I heard from a birdie of a birdie. Next, man. So AC was just refuting the report, and Christian deleted his original report that said the report is coming. So I don't know what that means, but we'll see what it means, I guess, soon. Okay, up-and-coming Atlanta rapper reveals that his streaming revenue after dropping 8 projects and investing $30,000 into his music. He made less than from May 2019 to June 2025. He made $200.
So I just withdrew my streaming revenue for the first time ever since being on streaming platforms since 2019. So for 6 years, I've been getting streams. I probably dropped about 8 or 9 projects, invested well over $30,000 into my music career via promo, studio, equipment, video.
Oh, it stops.
Collabs, travel, all that. About, when I do the math, about well over 30K. How much money have I earned in those 6 years of streams? Drum roll, please. $199.39. Crazy work. So I just withdrew my streaming revenue for the first.
When I seen this, I was like, dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. But it's just the truth, man. It's the truth of a lot of rappers and a lot of people in music. Like, it's difficult for them to get money. I remember an interview with Cam the Artisan, and they were like, what do you want rappers to stop doing? And he said, I want rappers to stop lying about the amount of money they make from rap. Like, he said, and Tyler Creator even said it. And Tyler, he has all of his ventures with the nail polish and the LaFleur and the Louis Vuitton collaboration with Pharrell and things of that sort. Like, Tyler makes a lot of money from things outside of rap as a businessman. And he says, a lot of people, a lot of artists from Atlanta, he's looking at them and they're, taking PJs on a weekly basis. He's like, where do you get this money? Like, that's not cheap to keep doing that. And I say all of these things to say, like, rappers don't be making as much. Like, they don't just make $1 gazillion out the gate, every single rapper. Now, however, if you own all your masters and stems and stuff like that, and you're doing like that, you see, look, Charles, I'm about to look him up. If I can find his name, I'm gonna look him up. His music might be trash, LOL. Why didn't he tell us how many streams he got over that period of time? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to look him up. I want to look him up and listen to some of his music. 5 seconds of each song or whatever, with the copyright things. But yeah, this is why people was asking me why I stopped music and stuff like that. I stopped because I only did one tape. But in that tape, I put in a lot of money and I'm saying, like, recording, studio sessions, everything like that, mixing, mastering. And I pushed it for a year. Like, I did open mics, I did concerts, shows, everything like that. Sent it out the blog, sent the links out every single night. And I made like 15 from a show at Vinyl at Center Stage in Atlanta. And then I made $10 off of someone buying it off of Bandcamp. I couldn't put it on other stuff because, I ain't on all the beats. But at that same time, I was getting $200 a month for running the sports section in the student newspaper. I was like, dang, I'm making money already from this. And I was making money from like freelancing, other places, writing stories. So the money just came quicker in journalism. So I just was like, all right, I'm going to put my time and attention into journalism, really, for real. And that's how that happened. I was also getting paid from acting. And acting money came like this. That was some good money, bro. Acting, it was some good money. But yeah, I was in school for journalism, so that's kind of like where the wind blew me. How much this guy would have made out 30K in Bitcoin in 2019? Why do artists make so little money from streaming? What's his name? We're using reverse psychology because now I want to check out his music. Oh, there it is. We found him. Okay, bet. We found him. All right, bro. Man, get out of here, brother. Man, what is you? Man, he spent 30,000 on this. He spent 30,000. Nah, bro. This is more disrespectful to hip hop than anything we talking about with Drake, bro. This is more disrespectful to bro. Like, bro, what? He cannot be serious, bro. All right, let me see, man. Now I'm pissed off, bro. Man, come on, bro. Bro, why do people waste their time and money when they can't make music? This got to be a joke, bro. This is his name for real, Saint Uno. He got 519 monthly listeners. Saint Uno. Let me see if I can listen to some previews. Oh, you can't. You can't without logging in. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube then. Let's look it up on YouTube. Saint Uno. He said he need to give them people they check back. This is bad, bro. I ain't know it was gonna be that bad. Cause I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking like he a decent artist and stuff like that. All right, here we go. Saint Uno, man. We got it pulled up on the YouTube music. Which one, bro? His biggest song got one has 1,000 plays, but the other had 300 plays. My numbers was better than this. By the way, just for the record, let the record show my numbers was better than this. All right. I'm gonna go New February. I'm gonna skip.
Do poems. Tell me, should I get the lime green or the grapefruit ones? Bring new faces right.
Sean Kingston, he wants to go on house arrest instead of going to prison. That's what he's asking for. That's what he's asking for. So this was written by Blast. Shout out to Blast. He begs for house arrest ahead of his sentencing after him and his mom were found guilty of $1 million fraud. This is written by Favor Adegoke. Shouts out to Favor Adegoke. Okay. Sean Kingston is seeking a reduced sentence to be served at home. In his wire fraud case, the singer currently out on a $100,000 bond was accused of working alongside his mother of defrauding the business out of more than $1 million. Both were found guilty on all 5 charges in the case, with Kingston's mother, Janice Turner, already being sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. While Kingston is expected to receive a similar sentence, he has asked the court for half of that time, citing his charitable work and lack of jail time. Several of his acquaintances have also filed character letters, quote unquote, to help support his plea. Sean Kingston urges judge for less than 3 years sentencing. Here we go. In the wake of the Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, being convicted in their federal wire fraud case, the disgraced singer has been now on bond ahead of their sentencing on August 15th. So that's tomorrow. Oh, snap. However, unlike his mother, who is currently serving in prison following a guilty verdict, Kingston is hoping he can serve his prison sentence from home. In new documents obtained by TMZ, the beautiful girls crooner appealed to the judge in his case to grant a request, and is also seeking a reduced sentence of less than 3 years instead of the 5 to 6 years outlined by the official guidelines. In a bid to persuade the judge to consider a plea, Kingston noted that he has never served time and has been involved in numerous charitable works for his community. Some of these charitable activities were detailed in the documents, along with several photos of evidence. The documents also stated that the singer was physically involved in those charitable efforts and did not just donate money alone. The singer is determined to pay restitution for his crime. Further appealing to the judge, Kingston argued that it would benefit the victims if he were placed under home confinement rather than jail. He claimed that he's determined to earn money to pay restitutions to these victims, some of who have already been compensated. According to the documents, the R&B star has been working on his music in his home studio since being released on bond. Also submitted alongside the documents were several quote-unquote character letters written in support of the singer. One came from his sister, Kanima Morris, and another songwriter, Constance Chavez, who has worked with Sean in the past. Kingston also has included letters from the local grocery store clerk and a delivery driver, further attesting to his ties to the community. What were the charges against Sean Kingston and his mother? They say he tipped well with the money that he scammed. Like, he might have scammed and stole money from people, but he used that stolen money and he tipped me well. He's a nice dude. Last year, Kingston and Turner were indicted by a grand jury in Miami on 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. According to the reports, the duo schemed together to make purchases from multiple businesses, then falsely claimed that they had made transfers as a payment before absconding with the high-end goods. One of the companies they defrauded was a car dealership, from which they stole a Cadillac Escalade valued at approximately $160,000. They also defrauded multiple jewelers of $480,000, of worth of luxury jewelry, and took $86,000 from a luxury bed company called Marie. At the time of the arrest in May 2024, the duo had defrauded over $1 million from multiple businesses between October 2023 and March 2024. Okay. Past reports revealed that Kingston broke down emotionally when the guilty verdict was reached in the trial. He also begged the U.S. Marshal to, quote-unquote, protect his mother as she was taken away and was remanded in custody. Unlike Kingston, who was granted home confinement ahead of the sentencing, Turner was remanded because the judge considered her a flight risk. During the trial, she was also described as a fixer and the nerve center of a fraudulent scheme, which seemingly explained the decision. Sean Kingston and his mother's past run-ins with the law. Jeez, she looked bald, but she got the Stevie Wonder joint. In the past, both Kingston and his mother have had run-ins with the law over a variety of issues. The singer was serving 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property before the fraud case. Meanwhile, his mother served over 1 year in prison after pleading guilty in 2006 to bank fraud. Oh, so it's in his blood. Brain fraud related charges. The duo has been involved in multiple civil lawsuits relating to defrauding businesses of high-end terms, one occurring in 2015 and another in 2018. Year zero in the building. Yeah, Sean Kingston want to do it from home. Because Shawty was a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Whoa. The fake Omar Gooding Jr. movie trailer. Now, with these things, I know trailers, boy, they be getting you. Trailers be getting you, man. I ain't gonna lie. On this YouTube, trailers be getting you. Look, Cam, Revolt TV, the Tavio Samuels. I want no smoke. I just wanted to have a good laugh, but I know this is tricky. So he wants to go get house arrest so he can go home and lie in the $80,000 bet that he stole. Pretty much. That's what it sounds like, man. That's what it sounds like. All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Cameron. Killer Cam. Come on, man. I really mean it. Don't take down my channel, bro. It is what it is. I had Stat Baby on the channel. We family.
It's a big game. We got Judge and Soto. You ready?
Hold on, let me mute if he still got, because I was 5 seconds.
Come on, let's go. Está bien, let's go. Come on, strike a ball.
Fucking strike, come on.
Let's go. Give my fucking money, give my shirt too.
El chinga su maíz, se lo dije hace rato, que le vamos a quitar todo en cuero.
Give my fucking money, give my fucking shirt,
Con
nigga.
un cuero, quita la mierda esa.
Shirt, man. Give me this fucking shirt, nigga. Give me this cheap ass shit. That's a fucking strike.
Y'all boys have a
Dáselo, la gente esa.
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's do it. What you want to get a strike?
Strike, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Papi. Let's go, Papi. Let's go, Sammy fucking Sosa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sácale la mierda.
All right, I'm gonna end it. Oh dang, that was already dang the whole trailer. But I'm gonna end it right there. he really made a whole movie where everybody was speaking Spanish. He didn't know what they was talking about, and he paid them money just to like troll them and say the movie's never coming out. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I know Omar was like, bruh, who still want, like, I still got paid. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but this just proved that you needed the money. Like, you just take anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a new, interesting way of trolling, in my opinion. So there's that. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Because I don't want this, man. Man. YouTube, Google, Haley, please don't take down much. I already got one strike. I won. I'm in a, man. Come on, bro. All right. Anyways,
there was maybe a little bit of beef because of our last podcast with like how I mentioned that some people could handle
I wanted
situations.
To ask.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was because of what you said last week?
Hell yeah, 1,000%.
So,
well, I do. I think that like our teams don't really like each other anyway, just because of like, I don't know, just kind of like her leaving. Some of those players used to be under our coach.
I don't like this. And I was with you, Sophie. The last video, I was with you. The last video. I don't like this. You was so big and bad and talking about her the last episode, and then y'all run into each other on the court. She run up on you, everything like that. Y'all talk it out. Y'all talk smack. Y'all play game. Y'all compete. It is what it is. Y'all move on, go about y'all way in y'all seasons, right? I don't like this because now you come back to the pod, and now you don't want to say her name. Oh, yeah, we had somebody that we all know it's Dewana Bonner. Why can't you say DB? Why can't you say the Phoenix Mercury? You know people gonna clip it. You know people watch the pod. Say the girl name. At that point, when it's already out there, just say the girl name, bro. Just stand on it. That's it.
Staff, and so there's just like a lot there. But
yeah,
I could have been way meaner, right? Like I told her like she didn't listen to the whole clip. She just saw the thing about like she could have handled it more professional, which like honestly, everyone that's talked to me besides their team has like, yeah, she could have. And so it's like, duh. But that team's just drama to me. I don't know. But I don't know. I went home and I started like hitting some threes. And I was talking all shit. Oh God, it felt so good. I know we lost by 30, but I still got light off.
That was funny. The last part was funny, but like, I don't know. Stand on, like, you scared to even say the Phoenix Mercury. Like, you scared to say the Phoenix Mercury? You scared to say Dewana Bonner's name? Like, you the one talking the trash. You the one, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I'm saying, bro. Sebastian Telfair, man. Through the fire. Through the fire. Through the fire. Sebastian Telfair, the legendary Sebastian Telfair, 0. New York, it's your people. He was just found guilty. I think he was sentenced to 6 months in prison. And so, TMZ caught him outside. TMZ will also get you on the copyright, by the way, but I'm going to play it anyway. And he's apparently begged Donald Trump for a pardon.
To meet you. There's so much to talk about. So we got to tell us what you've been up to. I know it's kind of, under weird circumstances, but go ahead and let's throw it out there. Let's talk about the monkey in the room.
Gotta turn myself in tomorrow. Everybody already know the vibe.
Well, are you nervous? Are you scared? Like, what are you feeling? Like, tell us your emotions.
I'm mad.
Okay.
Mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing no federal time and all that. I'm a good person, did so much good for people and for my community. Like, shouldn't be doing those, federal time for no community service. But God, the biggest homie, you know what I'm saying? We still making our moves. I'm still going to tell my story. We still doing what we got to do.
Right. So now it's a federal charge because you missed your community service.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what does that look like for you? How long is that?
It's looking like 6 months.
Oh, he got 6 months because he missed community service? Oh, that's crazy. Dang.
I take care of your I gotta get back on, get on top of my business, but super unfair.
Bro, 6 months is a long time, bro. 6 months is a long time. Like, it doesn't sound like that. Like, that's a long time, bro.
And my family, my fans, everybody that love me, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this together, we're gonna get it back right. But being treated super unfairly right now. I don't know. I know Donald Trump got some, big things going on. Donald Trump might need to come holler at, give your boy a partner so I could, stay home with my babies, continue building my
wow. How old are your children?
3 years old.
Oh.
And I got a 20 and 19-year-old also. But
right, but the 3-year-olds.
3-year-olds is they in the house. I want to stay home with my babies. Donald Trump, holler at your boy.
Well, what happened with the community service?
Just paperwork. Just paperwork. Okay. Just paperwork. Everyone knows how much stuff I do in the community and stuff. So just me not having my paperwork together, that's me got to do 6 months. Yeah, I regret putting myself in this situation at all. So I think from this moment on, I can't compound none of my problems. Go take this little 6 months. Go get completely healthy. Definitely gonna write a book.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I definitely got plans on writing the book. See, we got the crew with us. We documenting the story. We've been well documented. I ain't sleep for the last 72 hours. I'm just making my house. We about to go see Cam. All my peers is mad.
Wow.
Right now about the situation. Nobody wants to see me in this situation. But my guy Rashad McCants, that's on Gil Arenas. Man, that boy shed a tear. That boy shed a tear on the phone with me. But everything
you said Arenas shed a tear. That's because he about to follow you. It's August 14th. He got one more month. He got about 28 days, so he in the same shoes.
Shout out Big Baby who's locked up right now. Free him. Free Terrence Williams. Free the NBA players. Trump, go check in on my story. And
don't make no sense all y'all locked up.
You'll hold me accountable and want me to continue to go do good, but I did too good to be sending anybody jail. Shout out to my fans.
That man said, free Big Baby, free Terrence Williams.
I'm definitely mad I put myself in this situation, but we definitely got some wins coming, so my fans just hold tight. But as far as the initial case, I believe this whole federal case is definitely some bull. Like, no disrespect to the system, but this is NBA accounts. This is our own account. This is my money that, I tamper with inside of my account. No, I should not end up in federal custody for tamper with our own NBA accounts. I feel like we all have been victims under this NBA situation. I earned that money that they said that I took out of my account. I physically worked and y'all watched me earn that money. And I now got to pay it back to the system. The money don't go back into my account. It goes back to the system. So that is just mind blowing to me. You got Big Baby in jail for $80,000 of his own money for 3.5 years. That's not fair.
Weren't they like scamming? They were scamming too, right? They were scamming off the NBA insurance plan for retired players. Like they were doing like a flip or something like that. That's what they got in trouble for. So I guess that's what he had to do community service for. If he didn't do his community service, so now he going 6 months. That's what happened. Let me read a story about it. I've been doing too much. That's what happened, right? I think that's what happened. And folks gonna get me, bro. It's not been the best week for guessing what happened. Let me see. Let me see if Team Z has it. This was 2 days ago. Okay. Oh yeah. There it was. After he violated the condition of his supervised release in a healthcare fraud case, he's hoping for number 45, number 47 to get him out of it. Telfair said he believes the whole situation is some BS, and he's confident. And if the president hears the story, he can avoid a 6-month prison sentence he's about to begin serving in a matter of hours. Trump, go check in on my story, and you're definitely going to want to pardon me. You'll hold me accountable and want me to continue to do good, but I did good to be sending anybody to jail. Telfair was one of the several former NBA players, Big Baby Davis, who was accused of running a scheme that swindled loads of cash from the association's healthcare plan. He was first sentenced to time plus 3 years of supervised release, but he's resentenced in the summer to 6 months in prison after he allegedly failed to satisfy the terms of his release. Community service, paperwork. Telfair told us the whole matter surrounded an issue of paperwork, and he's clearly upset over it. It's super unfair. But if Trump was unable to come through with the pardon, Telfair insisted to his family, friends, and fans that he's going to spend time behind bars, improving himself and working on his book. I'm definitely mad I put myself in this situation, he said, but we definitely have some wins coming. So my fans just hold tight. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Oh, yeah, he did have that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember he had that too. That was like from when he was playing, right? He had that when he was playing. That's a federal charge. Yeah, he broke negotiation. Now he got to pay. Yeah, probation, man. It supervised 3 years. You got to follow up what they say, and if you don't, they throw you in there. I saw this earlier. I saw like the first 5 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, I want to react to this on stream." Hold on, it's no sound right now. Let me reshare. Let me reshare with this Drake situation. I done spoke on a Drake situation a gazillion times, so I didn't want to go into like a full thing about what's going on. But you guys know what's going on. It's pretty much just like Drake is just going deeper and deeper, pause, into this like Not Like Us lyrics of just like, I want you to prove this. And he said, hey, I'll provide to the courts my proof of everything I said in my diss songs. Let me see him prove his stuff that he said in his song. Well, it's dumb, bro. It's dumb.
Tell Kendrick and Dave Free to take a DNA test right now.
Take the test. Take the test.
Oh yeah. Well, by the way, he said, is he famous enough for Donald Trump to give a dang about him? This is exactly what I thought. I'm like, I don't know. Trump is the right person to even ask. Because, like, he's trying to wipe out black people from living in Washington D.C. right now. First of all, second of all, like, he was freeing black people, black celebrities for the sake of like getting voted in again. So now since he's been reelected, is he still on that like, yo, I got ASAP Rocky out of jail. I got Jello Ball out of jail, y'all. Like, F with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's, you know what I'm saying? Necessarily the thing. And then how I've been, I'm gonna answer after this Drake joint.
Take the test.
So everybody believe Kendrick ain't beat his bitch. Tell him prove it. I won't document. I heard a theory on Twitter about a situation that happened. They said I was doing this for hip hop and them artists. Fuck them artists. I'm doing this shit for me. This is about Kendrick. Fuck UMG. This is about Kendrick. He ain't finna just keep whooping my ass so them kids don't look like Dave Free. So they don't look. He talked about me having a whole daughter.
I thought you fed him that information.
Well, listen, I did.
You brought up him beating Whitney and his kids not being his in Family Matters.
That don't matter. He dropped like 10 minutes after me, which means he had a pre-recorded. Who the fuck you working for him or you working for me? I'ma mention a nigga woman every time I do a diss track. How they gotta react like that? They reacted like some hoes.
This Epstein angle, I expected it. Oh my goodness, man. Bro, Drake, bro, like, why is Drake doing this, bro? Like, he's just making himself look worse and worse. And the fact that he did it with Story of Adion, and he did it with the French Montana joint, and then when he got called out for it in the beef, he said, nah, I ain't never doing it. A cease and desist is for, that's what he said. And then he went and did it again in front of all of us. Drake, bro, this is the reason why Buddy said you not like us. It ain't because you light skinned. It's not because you can be white passing or whatever, bro. This is exactly why he said you not like us, bro. Time after time and time again, bro. You keep running to the police and telling. And for Thug, bro, shouts out to Thug. But geez Louise, brother, like, is there any ounce of self-awareness there? You going crazy over Gunna and Yak and everybody who took a deal before you took a deal in a YSL case, right? You going off on all them jokers, right? And then talking about I'm a Drake fan. Buddy, come on, bro. Savage too. Savage doing the same thing too. Baby too. What are we talking about here, bro? Drake has told for years and years and years. This was something I wasn't privy to until this situation, that he's been doing this for years. I had no clue. But the fact that he did it to Pusha T, the fact that he did it to French Montana allegedly, and the fact that now he's doing it in front of the whole world to Kendrick after we still listening and dancing to Not Like Us, by the way. Like I just heard it last weekend at the journalist convention. It went up. It was like the loudest the place was for a rap song. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I already talked about this a gazillion times. Douglas for himself, obviously. Apparently, bro. I think a lot of the. All right, here we go. Okay, so if Drake is stealing from Atlanta rappers, I think Atlanta rappers they mutually benefiting, bro. Because it's like Atlanta rappers gonna keep using Drake to get money, to get the Drake money and everything like that. The mainstream push and everything, the pop push, and Drake is gonna continue getting that street validation or whatever, the culture validation, whatever you want to say. Wayne told Drake to be him, not what he isn't. 100%. That's what he said at the beginning, and it was cool. It was cool. And Drake is ironic because even in the midst of all his rebranding over the years, he's still being himself. Drake has always branded himself as an emotional, sensitive artist. Like as a person, he's sensitive, he's emotional, and he's being vulnerable enough to share with us on tracks of like Kanye West, right? With All Falls Down. He said, we all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. Like, and then for the rest of his career, you've seen Kanye be self-conscious and all of those things. Drake is staying true to that. It's just a different version of being sensitive. But this is ridiculous, brother. Telling to the cops like time after time after time after time again, and then you rapping like a mob boss, and then you allegedly, you know what I mean? Crazy. When you did the thing with the album with Savage, and you said, and you cut the beat, and you said, first I hit the 10, and then I felt alive again. If he held his tongue, he'd be live again. Dang. When you did that, and people knowing, you know what I'm saying, the artists that people was putting you to, and I don't know, bro. Anyways, how have I been? Thank you for asking, Zero. How have I been? I've been well, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm off today, so I'm so glad to be getting some rest. I've been running nonstop for a week. It's been a week of I've been behind on the channel. I mean, not in terms of going live. I've still been going live every day, as you guys see. But like uploading the segments, I've been late and running behind on it for a whole week, constantly. Like, so it's been nonstop, bro. But I'm happy to be getting a break, an off day. I'm so excited because I'm tired. I ain't gonna hold you. And then I'm getting older now, so it's like when I was younger, it was like, oh, I don't get tired. I was in Kevin Gates. It was like a popular song at the time. So I'd just be like, I don't get tired. I work harder. I work harder than everybody. But I still work hard. Y'all see it on the channel. But like, I do get tired. So yeah, I'm tired. That's it though. But everybody's doing well. Yesterday I just checked in on a friend and stuff like that. So everything's going well. I need to catch up with my folks. I be texting them and stuff like that, but I need to talk to them on the phone, hear their verbal voices, everything like that. Check in on y'all people, man. Make sure they're good. So I'll probably take some time to do that. If I don't do it tomorrow, or today, then I'll do it over the weekend. But yeah, just preparing for football season. Football season we locked in. So the first game is next week, man. Next weekend, next Saturday, Southern, North Carolina Central, and then we just working, boy, for the rest of the fall and winter. And then preseason going on right now. So yeah. That's it. Okay. Next thing next. How you been, Zero? How you been, Zero, by the way? Next thing next, man. Monique has spoke on Shannon Sharp. She has spoken on Shay Shay. Obviously, everybody has brought up her clip of Shay Shay where she like, leave them white girls alone. Leave them white girls alone. Shannon, you need you a nice older black lady that's your age. And he said, no, I don't want that. Zero said he doing well. Good. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it, brother. But yeah. She said she's speaking up on Shannon Sharp's behalf.
People keep asking me how I feel about Shannon Sharp. That's my brother, and I love him. That's how I feel. That's it. And let me say this to y'all. Be careful in your judgments.
You in the same boat as me, Zero. He said, I've been working 12-hour shifts for the last week and a half. I know you can't wait till your next off day. I know you can't wait till your next off day, man. Hey, man, may your next day of being off just be filled with, like, just do nothing, bro. At least for half the day. I know you can't afford to do nothing like the whole day because you got like errands and stuff like that, like adult responsibilities. You got kids, but like at least give yourself 6 hours where you ain't doing nothing, bro. He said, today my first day off since the last time. Gosh, Lee. Dang. The last time we spoke on live was before I went out of town. That was 7 days ago. You worked 7 days in a row. Nah, that's tough. 12 hours, 12-hour shifts for 7 days in a row. Something serious.
Be careful in your ridicule.
Hope you're getting some sleep.
Be careful in your statements, because we've all not walked the perfect line. We've all had mistakes. We've all taken a fall. We've all had to get up and get to going again. So that is my brother. And I love my brother. And I know what it feels like to be thrown away. I know what it feels like for people to quit on you and give up on you. That won't be me. Shannon Sharp, that's Shay Shay. Hey, baby, we love him. I know I was doing a show in one city one night, and somebody said his name, and I heard this woman in the crowd. She was like, boo, and put her thumbs down. I said, bitch, no, you won't do that. No, you will not do that. No, ma'am. Whatever you feeling about my brother, if you ain't got something nice to say, be quiet.
Ooh.
That's all. I'm glad, baby. I'm glad. You know, and this is the baby that just wrote this, so they'll know I'm talking to them. When you say your views have changed on Shannon Sharp, and, you know, after you listen to what I'm saying, you had to go within. And I think if more of us did that, we wouldn't be so quick to give our opinion on somebody's shit. And in opinion in a way where, oh, I don't like them no more. I don't fool with them no more. What'd he do to you? Those were his choices and decisions. Still a beautiful brother.
That's how I felt about Umar.
Still won't throw him away.
Hey, Charles, I'm not answering this question because you're going to get me roasted by Monique. And shout out to Monique. I appreciate Monique, and I appreciate her ability to tell a joke. Monique will 100% make me cry. So I ain't even going to try that. Zero said people leaving his job, so you got to pick up extra shifts. That's always the worst, bro. That's always the worst. Like when it's like the summertime, a lot of people taking time off and everything like that. And then so you got to pick up extra shifts because people taking vacation. Or if people just quit and retiring and leaving the job, and people got to pick up and work extra until the meantime, until they fill the next job. And don't let you do a good job when you filling in. They definitely not going to hire someone else after that. That's why I'm like, my theory is don't do nothing. All right, I ain't even gonna say that. Shout out, I love my job. You know, if y'all watching this right now, salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all for letting me rock everything like that on the YouTube. Shannon knew better. And hearing Monique with what she dealt with her voice pains, it sounds like she's hurt. Yeah. Monique, I think really is just like for Monique, so many people counted Monique out, right? So it's like anybody that gave Monique love, that showed Monique love and showed her support after a time where a lot of people were downplaying Monique's success in her career, et cetera, all of the things, right? Her and Cat Williams, they both were kind of like becoming outcasts and stuff like that in the industry. And Donald Glover gave both of them chances and stuff like that by putting them on. Oh, well, no, he put Cat Williams on Atlanta and then Monique in the Adidas commercials with them and stuff like that. And that's kind of what Shannon did as well by bringing them on Club Shay Shay. And obviously, y'all know what happened with Cat. He turned it up and it was history, the biggest interview on YouTube ever. Taylor Swift might just beat that with this podcast with Travis Kelce. But until then, it was the biggest interview on YouTube and history and stuff like that. And he turned up Club Shay Shay. And at the peak of Club Shay Shay, he brought on Monique to keep the thing going and to give her flowers in front of millions and millions of viewers and stuff like that. So I say all of this to say, when someone gives to you in a moment like that, you appreciate it and you hold on to it forever. Now, this also says a lot about Monique that she didn't take this moment to just be like, I told you so. Because me, I think like an acceptable response from me would have been like, from Monique would have been like, Shannon, you still my brother. I still love you. Thank you for all the opportunity, but I told you so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that would have been acceptable. Like, that's not in bad taste. That's you telling him what you told him to his face. And when he failed, you just saying, hey, I still love you, but there's a reason why we told you this. And you didn't listen. Dang. Now, see, if Black Boy Max was a little more, kind of in tune with stuff like that, then that would have been a great question for him to ask Yachty tonight on stream, because Yachty's clip of talking to Shannon been going around like crazy. His clip been going around more than Monique's. So I would have loved for Max to have known about it, but Max been going through a lot right now with his music, leaving phase, moving into his own house, building up 5-star and stuff like that. So he got a lot on his mind, but I would have loved for him to ask Yachty that tonight. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce won't do that big, but that's my bias take. Bro, they had 1.3 million watching in real time tonight. I remember watching Kai Cenat stream with Kevin Hart, and then Drewski came out, and they had like 400,000 viewers. And I was like, bro, Kai Cenat, this is like the biggest thing I ever seen on the internet. Like, obviously, Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast. But like in a live stream, I've never seen something that big. Like, they had 400,000. Kai might have gotten up to, hold on, before I just keep talking, let's look it up now. We have the internet. Kai Cenat, most live viewers. We have the internet here at our disposal. Okay. Peak viewers, 720,000. Gosh, Lee, Kai, who was up there for 720,000? 720,000. Oh, this was during Streamer University. Dang. He did it during Streamer University, so that wasn't even during like the whole Kevin Hart joint. Hey, shout out Kai Cenat, bro. But I remember watching it when he had the 400,000 on you know what I mean, with Kevin Hart. And I said, dang, this kid like the biggest ever in like live streaming. Like, this is the most people I ever see. And Taylor Swift did 1.3 million. I seen someone posted on Twitter, she had 1.2 million. So you know what I did? I tuned in just to see what the hype was about. Damn, what they talking about on the mug? I don't want to be left out. It's 100. It's 100,000 other people watching. I'm watching it. Her and Travis just talking about, oh yeah, now that Taylor's off tour, she has different, hobbies like knitting, sewing. We've been baking, and I bake with her. I'm like, that's what we watching a couple talk about baking. 1.3 million people watching a couple yap about baking for an hour. Man, don't let anybody tell you your content can't work, bro. If you want to make some content, go put it out. Just put it out, bro. Put it out, bro. Put it out. Anyways, my girl took a in front of my post. Oh, a girl took it in front of my post. I don't think she noticed me behind the desk. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting, bro. Jeez Louise. Bro, I have a story about that from like my freshman year of college. Kai's viewership and Taylor Swift have a particular base. Shannon and Joe Rogan have diverse bases. Yeah, because Shannon to outdo Joe Rogan, bro, like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's big, bro. But it's just two Americas for real. Like, I remember I was at work and they was asking, I got an icebreaker for y'all. What's the song of the summer? And they was like, I don't know. There hasn't really been a song of the summer. Listen there. Ooh. And I was like, Win Whammy. Like, no one knew on my team what Win Whammy was. Someone looked it up and they was like, this sounds like 2008 Atlanta. And I was like, yeah, that's the point. Like, Futuristic is coming back. So, but yeah, anyways, back to this. Side note story. My freshman year in college, we was in the dorm. And, kids was just wilding, bro. Kids was just wilding about Valdosta State. And this was the weekend that my boy Mo came down from his college at Georgia Southern over there in Statesboro. And that's kind of like an hour away from Savannah, Georgia. Anyways, so they come down Valdosta. And Valdosta is an hour north of Tallahassee, Florida, just for people to know geographically what's going on. So they come down for the weekend, and boy, we get in trouble, man. The RA, he outside the door, he like, and we like, dang, what he mad about? They said, bruh, someone just took on the stairs. We said, what? Bro, we ran to the little staircase. We see the little and the other dude was like, come on, man. So they ran and told the RA. The RA seen it. And like I said, he just walked away. Kids is just stupid, bro. But for the girl to do that in front of your desk at her big age is crazy. I'd assume she's at a big age. That's disgusting, dog. She need to be arrested and taken away by animal control. 100%. All right, next. CeCe Winans and Shaka Khan. Now, this was something I ain't know about. I didn't know that they had static. I didn't know that they had a history. I seen this thing with Shaka Khan. First of all, Shaka Khan looks amazing. She looks sensational. I seen Shaka Khan perform last year. I want to say for Frankie Beverly's last tour. And it was oh snap. Charles said he's staying in Albany. So you know about that middle South Georgia, that country Georgia, you know what I'm saying? You know about it. But yeah, I went to Valdosta. I lived in Valdosta for a year. It was a fun fact. Oh, Solo. Shout out to Heaven Sent Solo, friend of the channel. Watched the interview with Solo, everything like that. Dope artist. He cut his dreads since that interview, but he's from Valdosta, 229. But yeah. I seen Shaka Khan last year at Frankie Beverly's Fairwear tour. It was her and El DeBarge that opened for her. It was a dope show. No, it wasn't. Yeah. El DeBarge, yeah. And she looked young. It was her 71st birthday, and she looked young. So she do this with the little tapestry in the background, the little, you know what I'm saying, little like angels or whatever. And then she like, wow. And everybody's saying she using her evil to suck up and maintain her radiant youth look and stuff like that.
And welcome to this month's meditation. This August full moon is known as the sturgeon moon.
And she talking about the moon, the moon and stars and all that witchcraft stuff. So anyways, someone said CeCe Winans at home like shirking like I told you so. So I'm like, what is the history between CeCe Winans, and Shaka Khan? So I look it up, and apparently, hold on, what is this? 2023, CeCe Winans came out and she denounced Whitney Houston's "I'm Every Woman" as demonic in a viral clip. Obviously, Whitney Houston's "I'm Every Woman" is a rendition of Shaka Khan's "I'm Every Woman." The old video finds singer recalling a moment where she declined appearing in Houston's iconic music video where she had all the women pop up and sing "I'm Every Woman." A 2-year-old clip of CeCe Winans, so I guess it's from 2021, calling the lyrics of Whitney Houston's "I'm Every Woman" demonic, has resurfaced. In the video dated November 2021, Winans, 58, can be seen giving a sermon at Highland College Chapel, discussing the topic of pleasing the Lord and avoiding things that she considers ungodly. The Grammy Award-winning artist then gives an example of ungodliness that looks like using her late and dear friend Houston, and the moment that she declined to appear in the visuals for her track due to the song's questionable lyrics. I remember she was about to do one of her big videos. It was "I'm Every Woman." It's a great video, right? Really nice when you think about how it's written. It's a great song, right? Winans expressed, but the lyrics don't line up with the word of God, right? So she knew. She said, "CeCe, I want you to be in this video, but I know you're not going to want to be in it." And I said, "You're absolutely right." Because it started off with "I can cast a spell." Ooh, I'm not singing that. Come on, CeCe. Y'all get hooked on these beats and it's like demonic. Ooh, you're listening to demonic stuff and then you wonder why you know what's going on. You can't listen and look at everything. God says you're either with me or against me. You're either for me or you're not. Come on, CeCe, you better say it. I love CeCe, but this ain't it. Dang, why you hating? Because she's standing on her beliefs. Believe in something. That's the problem. People don't believe in nothing no more, bro. Believe in something. While the pair didn't collaborate on Whitney's cover of Shaka Khan's 1978 track, the pair did unite for Waiting to Exhale's theme song, "Count on Me." The goodness of God singer spoke about her relationship with the deceased superstar in 2021. "Whitney and I were real friends. and you hear that people felt like she told Entertainment Weekly, and I could cry now thinking about it. She knew when she needed a break. She could come, and she would come to the house and chill out. She would go to church with me. Houston's career in life ended abruptly in February 11, 2012, when she was found unconscious in a hotel bathtub. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office claimed that the bodyguard actress drowned in additional effects of words. Atherosclerotic heart disease and cocaine use, in addition to the toxicologist, and additional drugs were found in her system, such as Benadryl, Xanax, and cannabis. Paramedics attempted CPR to resuscitate the icon, but she was ultimately unresponsive and declared deceased. Houston was 48. Let me look at this video of CeCe Winans talking.
When your aim is to please him in everything you do, guess what? A lot of things are not going to even come your way. A lot of us are stressed out about stuff, and we already know that it don't please God, right? So when you aim to please God, then a lot of offers that come my way, I don't even have to think about. One of my dear friends who have gone on to be with the Lord, praise God. And she was so famous. And she let me know that I really didn't want to be famous. Was Whitney Houston, right? She was my dear sister and friend. And I remember she was about to do one of her big videos, and it was I'm Every Woman. It's a great video, right? Really nice. Good. The song is, when you think about how it was written, it's a great song, right? But the lyrics don't line up with the word of God, right? So she knew. She said, CeCe, I want you to be in this video, but I know you're not going to be in it. I said, you're absolutely right. Because it started off with, I could cast a spell. I'm not singing that. But notice how that message was all wrapped up in the beat, right? Y'all get so hooked onto these beats, and it's like demonic. You're listening to demonic stuff, and you wonder why you don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Right? You can't listen and look at everything.
Facts.
God say you either for me or you're against me.
Facts.
You're either with me or you're not.
Facts.
The biggest deception is the devil make you think it's an in-between. Show me a scripture that says there's an in-between. There is no in-between, guys. So
I ain't gonna lie. She was cooking.
A lot of stuff is cut out of y'all worried about stuff that shouldn't even be in your life. Because it says you're either for me or you're against me. So she was like, I know you're not. I said, no, you're right. It's cute though, cute video.
Nah, she wants 60. She wants 60. You know how I know, Charles? Because Gambino got that line on Royalty. Reminiscing about Whitney. Like, man, we can't even make it to 50. That reminds me. I got a long text message from mom and pop. Dad, my son, that left 30 Rock. My dad, like, why you want to leave? My mom, like, why you want to leave a good job? My dad, like, do you think, boy, don't solve it.
But did she call me back for Count on Me?
Yeah, you know, you just be rapping.
I got the song. I was like, this is great. Friendship, this is going to work. Because it lines up with my faith. You see, I'm a believer first. I'm a believer who happens to sing.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie, CeCe Winans was cooking, bro. No doubt about it. Doubt about it. Taking me higher. Show me the way. No doubt about it. That's one of my favorite songs ever, bro. Shout out to CeCe Winans. Shout out to BB Winans. Yachty. We're gonna share again. Yeah, we lost the audio. All right. Yachty, he was speaking about his beefs, prior beefs. He said he no longer has beef with Uzi and Cardi. Uzi, for those of you who don't know, who care about this stuff, if you don't care, you don't care. I get it. This is my era, the SoundCloud era, so I'm going to just speak on it. Uzi, they have problems because Uzi is with JT, who is Yachty's ex, so they had problems about that. Cardi, Playboy Cardi, is with Gio, And Gio was a part of Concrete Boys. Now she's no longer around Concrete because she's just with Cardi all the time as his girlfriend. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
In the underground, I don't know. Cardi was 20 like 14. No, Cardi was 2015. It was Uzi started bubbling, then Cardi started, and then it was me. By the way, I don't have a problem. I understand when you got look. By the way, I ran into Uzi like how long ago was that? I ran into this nigga like a month ago.
No, it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Really.
2-3 weeks ago. I was leaving the studio tired as hell, 7 o'clock in the morning. I opened the door, and he was in the car. I opened his car door, and I was like, my bad. He was like, wrong car. I said, okay. I closed the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem, man. I ain't got no problem with Cardi either, bro. It's like, I think we're at this point, we're grown men. Like, we're just older now, you know? Like, we just all living our own lives, getting our own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you see this bracelet.
Yeah, that shit hard though.
Like,
no dick riding. That shit hard though. That shit hard though. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just like niggas getting their own. We was kids. See what I'm saying?
Damn, hold on. Let me see that. I'm sorry, bro.
That right there, that black.
I've never seen a black AP. I'm not gonna lie.
That's that.
That shit crazy, Chad.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm dick rider. All right, bet.
That's love.
I can't even congratulate niggas. Man, like this shit crazy. Like,
I remember I was at an event and I complimented someone on their jewelry, and the jeweler was like right next to him. And he was like, yo, you want a piece, bro? I'll get you the best price in Atlanta. I promise. And I was like, bro, I'm not that pressed to get jewelry, bro. Like, if I have any extra capital, any extra amount of money, like, and I'm not investing it, I'm using it to travel, bro, to go to and from home and all that and stuff like that. Like, I'm not using it on no jewelry, bro. Now, if I'm getting like a crazy amount of money where I, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I need to like just spend some money to, you know, whatever. I'll do it. All right. Is this gonna load up? This one gonna load up? Lobo should go back to freestyling, how he used to before the industry. Okay. This is an interesting conversation. Yachty, I didn't like him when he first popped. The underground SoundCloud stuff, I didn't even necessarily like that. And at the time, like, it was some stuff I liked. When I found out he was from my county, I think I leaned into him a little more, and I liked a lot of his stuff. And then when he popped, I was proud of him because, you know, he's from my county and stuff like that. And then it was like a time where he was like, he's really like, he's kind of like the definition of hot and cold with me, to be honest. Like, it's either I really like the stuff or it's like really bad. There's no in between with Yachty for me, in my opinion. Is this gonna load up or is it just down? I don't think this is gonna load up. But I wanted to see what he said about DDG. I guess I'll just see you later, huh? Yeah, I'll just see you later. But yeah. He said, Charles, because Whitney's music is like MJ's classic and timeless, not just music, but her talent. I had this conversation with my boy. Shout out to my boy Mike earlier, right? We were talking about the rapper thing, right? With the rapper getting paid $200 for rapping for 6 years and spending $30,000 into rapping. And he said, and I was like, bro, like, this is like kind of like how it was for me or whatever. Like, I just won't get that much money immediately. And I know if I kept going, I would have eventually made, you know what I'm saying, some type of money. But I was just making immediate money from journalism and acting. So I kind of like put all my, you know, and I was in school for journalism. So I just put all my attention to journalism for the time being. And then it got to a point where I just never found my way back to music. But he said, yeah, man, you know, because I said it's difficult to make it in music. It's a lot of people in the underground that are very talented. And, you know, I'm saying they're still struggling to break through. And he said that when you have an undeniable talent, like you can't be slept on. Like you're guaranteed to make a living off of music. And I said, I don't know about that, bro, because I started naming him underground artists and stuff like that. And he said those artists are good. There's a difference between good and great. Like Whitney Houston, her voice is undeniable. She's great. If you sound like Whitney Houston, there's no way that you're not gonna break through. And I was just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like maybe I guess rap is more subjective then, because there's a lot of great rappers in the underground. And he was like, well, I'm not just talking about people who can rap well. I'm talking about people who can make a good song. I'm like, there's people who can rap well, make a good song, and they're still stuck in the underground. So I don't know about that necessarily either. And he was just saying, nah, you bound to break through. Like, he was like, none of the young kids. I said, Lareezy's 20. And he said, oh, I got to give him another chance. And I'm like, Mike might be like 25. Like, he's really young too. Yeah, but I don't know if he liked Mike. He's like, oh, I have to give him another chance. Me personally, I feel like I do think there's people making really good music that's gonna stand the test of time right now. I do think that. Like the Miguel Adorn, that I feel like that's the modern era, right? Anything past 2010 can be considered modern era. It's like 2012. That song's gonna stand the test of time. It's already stood the test of time. I think Jeremiah's We, I think that song has a chance to stand the test of time. So there's that. What else can stand the test of time? Dang, Lil Nas X had a good chance with that Old Town Road. That song had a chance of standing the test of time. But then he came out the closet. So like, I don't think people are gonna, necessarily push it. Like you already seen the song lose its steam right now. What's another song that came out like in a modern era that could stand the test of time? Swag Surf, but that's 2008, so that's before 2010. What's a post 2010 song that has stood the test of time? The Mary J. Blige song, like if any of those songs came out after 2010, like just like that song came out after 2010. So that one. What else came after 2010? They'll stand the test. Bro, like a Alicia Keys song. Like one of the Alicia Keys songs would probably. All of Me from John Legend. I'll stand the test of time. XXXTentacion was promising. See about that though. He was too explicit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like Moonlight and the Sad were the closest things because, to be Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber, to be that big, bro. He said he said that trash is undeniable. Now because I didn't know his name earlier in the day, like, and I didn't watch the full thing or whatever because I knew I wanted to react to it on the channel and talk about it tonight. But yeah, to be the biggest, bro, you have to like have music that doesn't cuss, in my opinion, because it's something that you could play everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Whitney died in like, I think 2012, they said 2012, 2011. Yeah, she died 15 years ago. Michael Jackson, his music gonna be played forever, bro. Usher, I think Usher's a good example. Usher's music will stand the test of time. A lot of Chris Brown's mainstream music will stand the test of time. Anything that Seven Streeter's written is going to stand the test of time. Shout out to Seven. Who else is going to stand the test of time? But that's it. Because I think like, things like Dreams and Nightmares from Meek Mill, I think a song like that will always hold a special place within the Black community. Like it's a classic. But it's a cult classic. However, they do play that at sporting events, especially in Philadelphia. So that might stand the test of time. All I Do Is Win, DJ Khaled. Yeah. They're gonna play that forever at sporting events and stuff like that. And the Win joint from J-Rock. They're gonna play that forever at sporting events. It's sports songs that's gonna last forever. But yeah. But I'm saying this. XXXTentacion. Let me get back to it. Like NBA YoungBoy, I'm not sure if NBA YoungBoy will ever be as big as like Justin Bieber and Michael Jackson and all that, despite whatever the streaming records he breaks and stuff, because like his stuff is vulgar, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's raw. And that's one of the reasons why he's so popular. But at the same time, like he won't, you know what I'm saying? He won't be Meek Million is a hood classic. But it will never be, you know what I'm saying, break through the mainstream and stuff like that, because it's just too crazy. Like the little Gritty song that's like that's probably like his most mainstream song, right? That and Outside Today. But they're both about, you know what I'm saying? I right foot, left foot, walking with that heater. Like, little kids shouldn't be singing that, you know what I mean? Family's not gonna play that at a family function and a cookout. You can play Rock With You and Remember the Time and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. You can play all that at a family function. You can play what else? What else can you play that's on that level? Whitney Houston, I'll Always Love You. You can play I'll Always Love You at any event. You can play that in the church. No, you can't play that in the church. It's not necessary. But you can play Whitney Houston music everywhere, bro. Like, and not a clean version, a radio version. You can play the regular song. You can play Michael Jackson anywhere, just a regular song. So I think to get that big, you have to have like no cussing in your music. I feel like. That's how I feel. That's why I say Old Town Road had the chance to be that, because it didn't cuss. There was no cussing in the song. The way I judge longevity is from every walk of life, listen to it still after 20 years. Okay, so 20 plus years, white people, black people, Asians, everybody listening to it. Would you say Adorn? I feel like, but I don't know. White people know that song. White people might not know that song, Adorn. It's an R&B cult classic. But white people know Remember the Time. Everybody knows Everybody know Michael Jackson. There will never be another Michael Jackson, bro. There'll never be another Michael Jackson. Just the way the internet is set up. It's set up to be so specific to each person. There will never be someone who everybody knows and listens to ever again. Yeah, I guess that's GG's for longevity then. I'm not even going to hold you. Everybody knows I'll Always Love You. We Belong Together. Mariah Carey. That was 2005. It's some song. Yeah, from Usher. Everybody know that song. Like I said, all I do is win, bro. I ain't gonna lie. All I do is win. Mike got it. All I do is win. Definitely has it, dude. All I do is win. And swag surf. I see old white people swag surf. Everybody swag surfs. Especially at them games now. When they brought it to the SEC, I was like, oh, it's over with. Max, he said he's been having withdrawals.
Chill, like, nah, I'm lying. Actually, I be waking up depressed a little bit. I don't know why.
No Michael, no Shaka Khan. But does every walk of life still listen to Shaka Khan, or is that like a black people thing to listen to Shaka Khan? And that's a legitimate question. Like, do young white kids know Shaka Khan? Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think young white kids know that. Chris Brown, they all unique. Now, does my mom know Chris Brown songs? She knows who Chris Brown is. Does she know Chris Brown songs? I don't know if my mom knows any Chris Brown songs, to be honest. But Michael and Whitney, I know my mom knows Michael, Whitney, because I base everything off my parents. Like, if my parents don't know you, you know, everybody don't know you. So I say Usher, bro. Yeah. Usher, yeah. All I Do Is Win. Everybody knows those songs. All I Do Is Win is like, it's not as good as Eye of the Tiger, but it might, and We Will Rock You, but it's up there in terms of like competition type songs, you know what I mean?
Cassie's lame. I be waking up. This would be happening, bro. That ass. Like, so today I woke up, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Today was one of them days, bro. I was cooked all day, bro, until I drank this. That ass. I'm not even trolling. This is not a brand sponsorship. I'm not trolling. But this shit gave me the energy I needed. But like, I was just like a little sad. Like, I just be getting sad. Like, Real shit. And I know y'all always be seeing me smiling, but because I do be happy most of the time, bro. But I was sad as shit. I don't know if it's the weed withdrawals. I don't think it is. I don't have no withdrawals. I haven't felt the need to want to smoke weed. But it's like, bro, I just be feeling like, damn, I'm a loser. Most of the time, I think I'm the realest nigga alive and all that shit. But then there's that 10% where I'm just like, damn, bro, fuck this life shit. Okay.
What?
That ass. I be feeling that way, bro. It's an ass feeling, bro. You don't even want to move. That's just terrible.
Oh,
I hate that shit.
He battled with
That
the
shit
D
is
word.
so whack. But we still here. That's all that matters, bro. It's the withdrawals, you think. But here's the thing, though. It's only been 9 days. That's low-key a while. That's been a long time.
That is a long time.
So I feel like I wouldn't be hitting right now. But it's good, bro. I gotta fight it because every time I end up feeling this, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I stop smoking, I start feeling this way again. So I gotta just fight through it.
Facts.
I gotta fight through it
Facts.
because I'm really not trying to go back to smoking every day. You know, move closer to Christ. I'm gonna be honest. I've been praying every day for like a month now. So it's like I'm definitely trying. I'm definitely trying, but it's like, bro, like I don't know. I think it's just part of my journey, gang. You get what I'm saying? Real spill. Oh my God.
W Max, man. Best of luck in this journey and remaining sober or anything like that. We're gonna end it with a little BS, man. We're gonna end it with a little BS. He said until you drink some LOL, when did they start selling happiness to the can? It was an ad. Ad. You can't. I was sad until I drank Bang Energy. I don't know. We gonna end it on some BS, bro.
I made $43 million
In 1 year.
last year.
That's a fact.
But I get taxed out of my ass.
Oh, I can't imagine tax. That's insane.
I did make $43 million.
That's more than Richie. Can we look up like some athletes? I feel like that's
people
more than
comparing
LeBron
it.
made last year, bruh.
How much did LeBron James make last year?
Yo,
Wait, just
oh
barely.
my God.
He barely beat you. Barely.
From the Lakers. With the Lakers. LeBron James is a billionaire. So before, hey, I made more money than you, LeBron. No, you did not.
Barely. I mean,
that is crazy.
Wait, how much is 40? Sophie, you need to work harder. I was gonna say my all-time is
seriously, bro. LeBron got 52,
next
bro.
year. I made $43 million
In 1 year.
last year.
That's a fact.
But I get taxed out of my ass.
I can't imagine. That's insane.
I did make
bro.
40.
All money ain't good money, but geez Louise, bro. And it's crazy because she like Sophie Rain, she labels herself as, you know, she identifies as Christian and stuff like that. Because, you know, she doesn't have intercourse on camera. But I do think she get a bit provocative on there. So I mean, does that make you any better if you still selling lust? You know, like the Bible says, if you committed lust in your heart, you've already committed. You know what I'm saying? If you look at someone lustfully, you already committed in your heart. So does that make it any better? I don't think so, according to the word. But 43 million is still crazy, ridiculous. It also sells like a dream to women of like, oh, I need to start an OnlyFans. You will not make 43. I'm gonna let you know right now, you're not gonna make $43 million in a year if you start an OnlyFans. So you might as well just keep clothes on, everything like that. Keep working so you won't have something, a digital footprint that embarrasses you and stuff like that. Now I do know some you know, people in that line of work who they're well aware of the decision they made and they're content with it. And most of them want to stay in the industry, but a lot of them are looking for exit plans, and they entered the industry with exit plans. So there's that as well. Sophie, she just left the Bob house. How do I know? Because they sent the press release to my work email. It was like Sophie Rain leaves the Bob house. I was like, why is this on my work email? But yeah. So I guess she's looking for independence too, trying to own all her masters, all her stems and stuff like that. Something we talked about. But yeah. How much of your soul is worth? Because mine is worth more than $43 million. You said something right there, Charles. You said something right there. Yeah. If someone was like, if you were like, hey man, like, don't do this, you won't make it to heaven. But if you do it, I'll give you $43 million in a year. I'm not doing that. Because you can have all the rich. See, the thing about riches, though, earthly riches, you can have all the money in the world and still have to deal with, like, yo, my cousin, not my cousin. Let me think of something. My uncle has cancer, and you know what I'm saying, and passed. You know what I'm saying? And I only say because it already happened. But like, you know what I mean? You have all the money in the world, and something like that out of your control happens, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then you're sad. So it's like, if I'm gonna be sad on earth with all the money, with the riches, and then I die, and then I like gotta spend my eternal in hell, like that sucks. I ain't gonna do that. It's not a good deal at all. So if you know money cannot buy 100% happiness all the time, I don't think you should sell your soul. That's my argument for not selling your soul. If you still want to do it after hearing what I just said, you take your $43 million and then like your mom gets sick and there's nothing you can do for her with your money, then you'll see, you know what I mean? Then you'll be like, dang, I done took the money. I'm crying in this dang mansion. And I got to spend eternity in hell after this. Like, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This made me be happy about a job. I love my job. Shout out to everybody with a job right now in the chat, man. But yeah, we're going to get out of here, brother. It's been 2 hours. It's 5 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you guys have a good Thursday. Everything like that. Get some money. Another day, another dollar. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Charles, Zero. This was a pretty fun chat. Albany is in the building. New York is in the building. I'll be live again tomorrow. Zero, you commented on the on my Sha'Carri Richardson joint, the apology video. I reacted this morning to her the footage of her at the airport where she yelling at bro and stuff like that. I think just a heads up. So that little segmented video, that'll probably be posted tomorrow or later today, whenever I wake back up. And yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty useful to watch and stuff like that. This is the road to 10K subs. My name is Rashad Milligan. Please subscribe and follow along because I'm live each and every single day on here. What time? I don't know. The world may never know, but I will be live at some point tomorrow. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting and participating, all of those things. The Umar thing really hurt me, man. I spent 23 minutes on it, so it's tough. But the truth will come out sooner than later. And yeah, prayers to everybody involved. Shouts out to DC, Black people. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down. Black Americans, we are under attack. I don't know, just prayers to y'all, prayers to everybody that's held down right now, you know, in the Congo, Sudan, Palestine, of course, as always, Gaza, as always, of course. Prayers to everybody held down right now, suppressed or anything like that. We for all humans, for sure. All right, I'm out of here. I'm just rambling. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.